Welcome into the Winded Podcast. I am your host, Shamus Sullivan, and this is an episode I was not expecting to record. As recent as last night, I was very emphatic that Micah Parsons would be with the Cowboys for long term, not just this year. Was convinced a deal was going to get done. A couple weeks ago, I was talking that this whole thing was just a publicity stunt to get people to watch the Netflix show about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. And I'm on here tonight to, admit that I was very fucking wrong. I can't believe that this is what the Cowboys have become. And I really shouldn't be surprised. It's not new. He's not the first star player to get run out of town because of what? What are they saving? What are they saving it for is the bigger question. Why have the team? What are you trying to do? It's already the most valuable sports franchise in the world, and you're going to cheap out on a couple $1 million to get rid of the best player on your team and arguably a top 5 player in the entire NFL. Besides quarterback, the edge rusher is the most valuable player in football because he gets to the quarterback, the most valuable player. And here we are. Opening night is almost 7 days exactly from right now. And what's it going to be like in that locker room? I mean, if you're Dak Prescott, you're CeeDee Lamb, yeah, you have your money, but you want to win. And they just let Micah Parsons go? 2 first rounds and a over-the-hill defensive tackle? That's what you get? This is not the episode I was planning on doing tonight. I had an outline. I was going to not talk sports tonight because I'm trying to branch out. I'm trying to do different things and trying to appeal to a broader audience. And I was going to talk about other shit that pissed me off. I was going to talk about restaurants. I was going to talk about the worst kind of people in public. I saved the outline. I'll be having that episode soon. I might even record it tonight just so I have something. But this is not the episode that I was planning on doing. I'm already out of breath. I know it's the Winded Podcast, but I'm 3 minutes in and I'm already worked up. I'm already out of breath. I was downtown tonight, or this afternoon, was at a barbecue place and looked up at the TV and saw that the Cowboys were open to trade talks. Which, sure, answer the phone, hear what they got to say. Didn't even get halfway home before the news broke, and obviously my phone went crazy. Everybody really reveling in the misery, and I'm sure anybody listening or watching right now is watching it for that reason. There's nobody here that is like, oh, I really want to hear what he has to say. People are bathing in my tears right now, and I don't blame you. And really don't know what to say right now. And we got a first in the podcast history, the young history of the Winded Podcast. We have our first voicemail. So while I collect the rest of my thoughts, I'm going to play this voicemail and see what a loyal listener has to say.
Hey, Winded Pod, this is Robbie Berger. I want to hear your thoughts here on a little bit of a hypothetical. Now, with the recent Cowboy news, who do you think is in a better place right now organizationally? And I guess from a talent perspective, your Dallas Cowboys or your Boston Bruins? All right, I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
Hey, really great question from Robbie Berger. Sorry, I'm still working out some tech stuff. Really great question from Robbie Berger. As people know, I'm a kind of a weird hybrid fan where I'm a Cowboys fan for football and Bruins fan for hockey. And a lot of parallels between those two franchises. Plenty of regular season success. Plenty of early playoff exits. Hanging their hat on championships of the past. Wasting a solid core. Underachieving. I mean, the list goes on. Cheap owner that doesn't want to pay star players. But from a talent perspective, it's pretty close. When it comes to talent, you just got to look at the 288s. Anytime that there's a Sunday Bruins game and the Cowboys are on, the 88 parlay touchdown, CeeDee Lamb, goal, David Pastrnak. Save that one for the hockey season and football season coming up. And you heard that here first. But yeah, the 88 parlay every Sunday the Bruins play. Lock it in. From a talent perspective, it's still the Cowboys. From an outlook of a hopeful future, a bright future, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins have gotten to conference championships. They've gotten to the finals. Yeah, they piss their pants and blow it, and they have their early round exits. They waste the best regular season in NHL history, firing a coach every couple years. But they circle the wagons, to quote Chris Berman, and they get back on track, whereas the Cowboys continue to just waste away mediocrity and just waste star players' talent. I know that I get a lot of flack for being a Tony Romo guy, but you can't tell me that guy wasn't good enough to win. They didn't give him an offensive line until he was done. Best offensive line in his career was Dak Prescott's rookie year, and Tony Romo got hurt. I still think that if Romo was the quarterback in that playoff game, that they get by Green Bay. They don't fall behind as bad as they did and have to dig their way out. But that's a topic for another day. Never mind that Dez caught it. I mean, those Cowboys teams really had a chance. These Cowboys right now, I don't know. They have talent. Dak, is only 2 years removed from being second in the MVP voting and then was hurt last year. So I expect my hot take on the Fan Feed Network podcast was that Dak Prescott is going to be competing and in the running for MVP. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but I'm saying he's going to be a top 5 guy, and he's going to have to be now if the Cowboys want to do anything. But yeah, it's a close one. The Bruins, Cowboys are too similar, and it only makes sense that I'm a fan of both. And if you're the Boston Bruins, you're just happy the Toronto Maple Leafs exist, because if they did not, Boston Bruins, you would be the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Dallas is just riding the history. They're riding the America's team stuff and they just keep moving further and further away from it. And I've been since the news broke, I've been so busy writing for FanFeed, looking at people's messages that they're sending me and just mentally preparing for this podcast that I haven't even seen what the fan outcry is right now. In fact, actually, the only tweet that I did see is the official Cowboys Twitter account announcing the trade. And I got a notification, opened it up immediately. There was one tweet replying, and it just said, die. And yeah, that pretty much sums up the Cowboys experience. Now, I don't want to wish death on anybody. And I don't know what it's going to take. And I don't know if it's Jerry being out of the picture, but it's still the Jones family. When it's Steven, is he going to do the same thing? Just think of the talent that they've wasted. Even go back to when they were successful in the 90s. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Charles Haley, Deion Sanders, they were loaded. The fact that they only won 3 is insane. The fact that they run Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Famer, out of town. Insane. Yeah, Bill Parcells. And then after Bill Parcells, then it's just the Jason Garrett experience for way too long. Mike McCarthy just completely being just a puppet for Jerry. And we'll see what Schottenheimer does. But I mean, his old man is also a historic loser. Complete underachiever. And I do like Brian Schottenheimer, and I'm willing to give him a shot because he's not Mike McCarthy and he's not Jason Garrett. And he seems to be saying the right things, but they haven't even played a real game yet. But yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I'll have more to say online. Check out fanfeednetwork.com. A lot of good stuff there all season. Thank you for listening, and I'm sure a lot of you are really going to enjoy the misery that is in this podcast. I don't even think I'm going to fully format it. I think no theme song. I'm just going to post this, put it up right away. Honestly, I should have done this live. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that. And thank you for listening. I hope you didn't enjoy it too much. And yeah, the voicemails are fun. Let's I'm going to figure out a way to get those in so I don't have to have my personal line called, and I don't know how Robbie Berger got my number, but yeah, we'll explore doing voicemails, and always send me DMs, email, whatever you got. Send me a letter, I guess. I don't care. But I love the engagement, and I appreciate the support so far. So thank you guys. Breathe easy, and we'll see you soon.